Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Shout out to the galactic family. I need each and every chosen vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, let's get into it. Narcissists will make a perfectly normal functioning individual question their mental health. All right, narcissists play mind games, and they will make you question your mental health. When you're better than one of them, they will gaslight you to make you doubt yourself. They don't want you to feel that you have something good going for yourself, because that makes you better than them in their mind. Anybody who can appreciate themselves, anybody who can love themselves is going to eat a narcissist up spiritually. So they have to make you gaslight yourself. People will get around you and they'll tell you you don't know how to act. You don't know how to act. All the while, you act better than that person. It'd be a whole adult telling a younger person, you don't know how to act. But that person, that child acts way better than that adult. That adult is just an adult for the sake of them being an adult because of the age difference. But spiritually, that child is more sound mind and a better person, a better individual because of the attributes and the qualities that it has. Same thing with grown-up people. All right, people will gaslight you and be like, you're a mean person, when they're the mean person and they're the bad person. So don't allow people to continue to gaslight you. You're going to have to cut these people off for your own sanity, because they're going to make you question your reality when you get around them. And when you're around these masters of manipulation, when you're around them, then the longer you're around them, the more you're going to question yourself, the more you're going to doubt yourself. So you have to get away from that. They'll have you thinking that they'll have you thinking that you're taking the wrong steps in life, you're making the wrong decisions. They'll have you thinking that you're not doing enough when you are. All right, they'll always make it seem like you're never doing enough. You could become president, it's still not enough. You could be an astronaut in outer space, living on Mars, it's still not enough. All right, you actually probably be better off in Mars. All right, that might not be enough for them, might be enough for you. Enough distance for you to stay away from their ass. All right, so they will take a perfectly normal functioning individual and make them question themselves. They don't like perfectly normally functioning individuals because they're not perfectly functioning. Nobody is perfect, but they don't function normal. These are people who have outrages of jealousy, outbreaks of hate. All right, they can't control how they feel towards others when somebody is better or more successful. They will always feel some type of way about somebody doing better than them, to the point where sometimes they will even try to sabotage the person's success. And then when you go to say, wait a minute, you just did that. You're trying to stop me from doing what I normally do. You know, I take this time out to work on myself, or I work out at this time, or I read at this time, or I meditate at this time. Why are you doing all these things to try to distract me? What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything. They will lie boldly straight to your face. And as a good person who is possibly holding this person to a high esteem, or you're holding this person to a high reverence in your life, you're like, okay, I trust this person. You can't trust everybody, even some of the people who are close to you, because they low-key hate the fact that you may not do what they tell you to do. They may low-key hate the fact that you're a better person than them. You might be more better looking than them. You may have something about you that they wish they had, and they're going to take that out on you. And it makes you question your reality, because it's like, why would this person this close be acting like that? Why would this manager hire me only to treat me like crap 2 weeks later? Why? It's because people don't have your best interest in mind. And when they deal with you, it's like they're playing a game, because they know that you have no business being around them. They know you don't have no business being around them. So when you are around them, it's one big game, because they just want to play around with you. All right, they want to play around with your life. your way of life, how you think, you'll be a positive person, and then you'll have people being extra negative around the positive person, because they want to gaslight that person. They want to make that person feel like it's something that they're doing wrong. Then that's another thing. They'll try to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. And on top of that, they will guilt trip you. When they see you move on, and when they see you not caring about them as much as they would like you to, they will start to guilt trip you. All right, they'll start to make you feel bad about wanting to separate yourself from them. And this is what makes you question your reality. It makes you feel like you're a bad person because you want to separate from people and move on. But these people are doing you dirty. They're showing you who they are. They're exposing themselves to your face, telling on themselves to their face. And their behavior towards you and their actions towards you and their words towards you are pushing you further and further and further away. And then they ask you, what's wrong with me? They're gaslighting you, and they want to make you question your reality. All right? They're trying to turn you against yourself. They're trying to make you not believe in yourself. You know what they're doing isn't right. You know what they're doing is wrong. So you're not going to put yourself in danger. You're not going to put yourself around negative energy or negative people. So don't feel bad about separating yourself from a narcissist or somebody gaslighting you, because your mental health has to come first. And if somebody would gaslight you, that means they don't care about you. Gaslighting is psychological warfare and mental manipulation. That is somebody that's trying to play games with your mind. People who have real, genuine love for others don't try to play with somebody's mind. No matter how that person makes them feel, whether it's out of hate, whether it's out of jealousy, whether it's something petty. These aren't actions or characteristics of a person that you should want to be around. People who act like this, they could care less about you. It's all about the supply. It's all about the supply. People will fake what they want. People will put on the front to get what they want when it comes to that supply. They'll act hurt. They'll act like there's something wrong with them, and it's not. All right, people will act hurt because they're trying to keep you trapped in a relationship. They're trying to keep you trapped in a cycle. They're trying to keep you trapped somewhere. Some business isn't. They paying $7.25. You want to get paid $40 an hour. Your whoever, your uncle with the car washing business, or your uncle with the business that's not doing well, to where you can't even provide for yourself and he can hardly pay you. Oh man, what you want to leave for, man? We're making good money here, man. Why don't you stick around and stay it out? Knowing that their business is going in the ground and he just wants somebody to go down with him. A lot of people, they just want you to go down with them. They don't want you to go up. So if you're going up, they feel they're being left behind. So they have to make you doubt yourself. The people who believe in themselves are threats to narcissists because you're mentally stronger than them. They don't believe in themselves. I guarantee you, if they did, they wouldn't be behaving the way they do. So these are people who aren't able to manage or regulate how they feel. So they handle it by abusing others and taking it out on others, trying to make others question themselves because that person really doubts themselves. These narcissists, they doubt themselves. They don't believe in themselves. They don't trust their abilities. They don't think they're good at anything. That's why they walk around bothering everybody, trying to manipulate people, trying to make people do their bidding. Don't do the narcissist bidding. Do your own bidding. People will try to sad their way into your life. They'll try to mad their way into your life and bad their way into your life. All right? And it makes you question your health because it'll have you feeling like it's you. It's not you, it's them. People who are slick, people who know how to control other people mentally, what they do to innocent people is they take advantage of the fact that you have love for them and that you care about them. They take advantage of that and they walk all over it. They take a crap on it. Because the better you are to them, the worse they're going to be to you. The better you are to them, the worse they're going to be to you. People snapping on your way of life and crapping on your way of life straight to your face. It'd be a normal conversation, and then 2 minutes later, with the same breath and the same sentence of them saying something good about you, now they're tearing you down. Playing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Narcissists are unstable, and that's why it makes you question your mental health, because that's a sick-minded person. That person actually needs help. And they drive other people to needing help because they need so much help, and they never go get it because they're too prideful and they think it's nothing wrong with them. They don't see nothing wrong with them. They think they could do no wrong. They think they could do no harm. They think they're perfect. And they're not. All right? Even we're not perfect. Nobody is perfect, all right, except through God and Christ. But apparently, because how they feel about themselves and the way that they see themselves, they see the world needs to see them that way too. But not everybody who sees them that way is going to. Not everybody is going to see them that way. Some people are going to see them for who they really are. And that's why they have a problem with the empaths, because the empaths can see straight through them. All right, star seeds, you can see straight through them. All right, chosen vessels, you can see straight through them. They walk up to you, they slither up to you. You can see their agenda from a mile away. And that's why they have to gaslight you, because you look straight through them and they feel God piercing through their spirit when you stare at them. They feel the energy of God is piercing through their spirit when you look at them. They know you're in the right, and they know that they're wrong. They know they're wrong. God knows they're wrong, all right? So the fact that you're functioning normal and the fact that everything about you is different from them, if you're around someone like this, while you still have your energy, while you do still have your sanity, I suggest that you separate yourself from this person and you cut ties. All right, people who gaslight, that's a real vicious, manipulative tactic on a person's mind. And it damages a lot of people, and it leaves people needing psychotherapy afterwards. So somebody who pushes you into therapy that doesn't want to change, you don't owe this person anything. You don't owe these people anything. People who you tried to come to and talk to, hey, you're doing this, it's making me feel this type of way, and I don't want to be around it. What are you talking about? Is something wrong with you? We treat you nice, we treat you good, we take care of you. What are you talking about? You couldn't possibly be saying that. But it's the truth. And narcissists do not like truth tellers. And that's why they have to make you question your mental health. It's for their self-image. If you are able to expose them and other people are able to see them for who they really are, that's an injury that they are not willing to take. That's a narcissistic. You heard a narcissistic injury? That's a narcissistic death. When you expose them for who they are and people see them and don't perceive them the same way anymore, that's a narcissistic death. When you ignore them and you focus on yourself and they realize that they're weaker than they thought they were and they're not the strong person that they appear to be, that's a narcissistic injury. That's a narcissistic death. That's a death blow. So keep delivering death blows, because if I was you, as soon as you see somebody gaslight you, cut them off. Put yourself in a position to where you're fully self-sufficient, to where you don't need anyone, because people don't know how to treat people. People don't know how to treat people, and you know how you're going to treat you. That's why you don't want to go around these people, because you know how you're going to treat you. You don't want to give anybody else another chance to try to put you down. You don't want to give anybody another chance to try to discredit you or make you question your reality or make you doubt yourself. You have all these good ideas. You feel good before you get around these people, and then when you get around them, you feel terrible. Nobody's going to keep putting themselves in a place in life to where they feel terrible. You're supposed to go to where the energy is good. People are, you need to stick it out. You just got that job. That's a good job. It's killing the person inside. That person can't even get up out of bed to go to that job, because every time they do, they get attacked. That's a good girlfriend, man. You ain't never gonna find you another girl like that. She's pretty, she's smart, she'll do stuff for you. Yeah, but she's trying to control my life and force me into doing something that I don't want to do. That's a good man. That's a great man. What do you want to leave him for? He's putting her down and making her feel worthless. He's not uplifting her. He's not building her up. He's tearing her down because he's torn down. No matter how many suits he put on, no matter how much good cologne he got on, no matter how many Maseratis he got, he's making that girl feel like garbage. So she left. All right. Like, well, how's that so hard to understand? But these people are enablers. These are people who don't want to get things out of life for themselves. They're more comfortable having somebody else to do that for me. Whatever. They'll deal with it, or they're narcissists too. So there'll be a hand. It'd be a perfect fit, like a hand in a glove. Perfect fit. So put your mental health first. Mental health over everything. All right, for 2023 and on, for the rest of this year, mental health over everything. You only get one life, and you will never get that time back. Don't allow people to continue to keep abusing you just because you want to hold on to a false idea of a relationship or a false idea of a friendship or whatever false idea may be taking place. You want to keep it real with yourself. You don't want to gaslight yourself. People will have abusive people in their life, and because you've known them your whole life, you discount the abuse. Abuse is abuse. I don't care if it's your grandma. Abuse is abuse. Sorry, grandma, gotta go. Abuse is abuse. Oh, we did this and we did that. Yo, you're abusing. If you abuse somebody mentally, that's not healthy for that individual. So that if that individual has any sense of self, if they could tell what's going on, some people, they can't tell what's going on. They don't know why they're depressed. They just know that they're depressed. They don't know why they're sad. They just know that they're sad. Like narcissists ruin lives, and they'll have you walking around angry and carrying rage into other aspects of your life. You'll be mad at them dealing with a whole nother person walking around carrying all this anger. So like the whole point is to make you look like it's something wrong with you because you're better than them. So they have to make you look like you're off your rocker. You know, especially when you call them out and when you start telling the truth. You know, man, you can't trust what he says. He needs some medicine. There's something wrong with him. He needs some help. We try to get him some help. He won't listen. He doesn't do anything we tell him to. Why should that person have to? He doesn't do anything we tell him to. He doesn't listen to us anymore. If you're treating somebody bad, why would they do what you tell them to do? Because they're going to recognize that as a trap. And why would somebody listen to you if you're not wishing them the best? If they listen to you and do something that's going to benefit them, you more than it does them. People will have you thinking that they're helping you, but they're keeping you around for narcissistic supply. And when you leave and they throw in the waterworks, and when they start acting hurt, when they start acting upset, when they start, all that is because they're not going to have anybody to mistreat anymore. That supply is like crack. All right, you remember the 90s. All right, you remember what crackheads look like. That supply is like crack to these people. All right, you remember Pookie from New Jack City? They are Pookie for your supply. They need it. All right, they need that assurance that they still have that power and control over your mind. They're real deviant. All right, they're real deviant when it comes to trying to take over somebody's mind. They have a real devious way about them. They don't care about other people. They'll step over people, step on people to get what they want. They'll hurt somebody to get what they want. They don't care about you. They will hurt you. They will do something bad to you. They'll smear your name, all because you're better. And they can't stand that because that's going to make them look bad, and it's going to take the attention off of them. It's going to take their pride away because they can't handle somebody else doing good besides them, especially if you're attached to them in some type of way. And they thought that they had that power over your life. That's a narcissistic death blow. I thought this person wasn't going to be anything. Now they're rising up and they're going to become better than me. I have to tear them down. The longer you're around people who make you question your reality, the longer you're around people who want to destroy you mentally, want to make your health deteriorate. You're never going to get to where you want to go. You're constantly going to be upset and miserable because that is the energy that you're taking in when you're around these narcissists. They're upset, they're angry, they're miserable, and they want you to stay around them, and they want your life to mirror their life. If their life is bad and sucky and they don't like it, they're going to want you, unfortunately, to have the same type of lifestyle, a life that's not worth living, a life that they hate, a life that they don't want. If you want your life and they see that, they're going to do anything they possibly can to make you hate yourself and hate your life. And that's why they make a perfectly normal, functional individual question their mental health. Because the relationship you have with this person is like, how could so and so hate me? We have a relationship. This is my aunt, this is my uncle, this is my whatever. How could they hate me? It's because you're better than them, and you make them feel bad about themselves because they're not what they want to be. They're not who they want to be. They wish that they could be. They wish that they had certain aspects that you have about yourself, about themselves, and they don't. So what they're going to do is, if they're a narcissist, they're going to take that out on you. A normal person would just go make themselves better. A normal person would just say, oh, wow, I got to change. That's something that they can't stand. If you make them feel like they got to change, that's a narcissistic injury. Injured ego, okay? It's like you tackle them or stop them from scoring, or it's like you took money out of their hand or food off their plate. That's how they see it. They're supposed to be better than everybody that they're around, even if it's only in their mind. So these people are dangerous. You have to be careful around them. They don't care about you. They only care about being better than you. That's why they will embarrass you. They'll do things that make you scratch your head and be like, why would you do that? And when they do those things that make you say, why do you do that? That's because they don't have no respect for you. That's because they don't really see you as on the same level as they see themselves. They see you as beneath them. Why would you keep going around somebody who sees you as lower than them, as being beneath them, as not being good enough to be in their presence? They feel that you're not good enough, but they want you to keep coming around so they can continue to abuse you. So it's up to you. I understand these might be some people that have influence in your life. These may be some people that you love. These may be people that you care about. These may have been people that you've known your whole life. But are you going to continue to allow them to tear you down just for the sake of, man, I knew this person my whole life. Man, this person did everything for me. They may have did everything for you, but they're also tearing you down mentally, and they're destroying how you feel about yourself and how you see yourself. Like, people who are creative won't even want to go work on their dream or their goal after being around these people for an hour or two. They stop you from wanting to be successful. They ruin your plans. They ruin your goals. They'll try to ruin your dreams. So if you want to keep being around people like this, it's up to you. I suggest that you separate yourself from them, and I suggest that you start a new life, because you have to consider yourself. You have to consider your own mind. You have to consider your time, your energy. If you're not putting the proper energy into something that's going to benefit you and make your life something good, you're not going to have the life that you want. All right, you don't want to waste time around people who really only have you around just for the sake of wasting your time, just for the sake of holding you back. Some people will try to keep you around because if they know if you go out off into the world, you will meet people, you will have better opportunities, you will get more out of life. And some narcissists, they don't like when they see that you have more opportunity out in the world than they do. That's why it's a constant competition with them. And they have to belittle you. They have to make you look bad. They have to embarrass you because you can get more out of life than they can. But in their mind, they have to try to prove to themselves and lie to themselves and go along with that facade, that fake idea that they have about who they are, even if it makes them, even if they have to make believe that they're better than another person. And deep down inside, they know they're not. And so do you. Continue to be better and not bitter. Continue to be helpful and not hurtful. It's been another Druuill special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. I'll see everybody in the next video. Yo, love your self-love over all. All right, self-love over all, self-preservation over all. If people are mistreating you and abusing you in any kind of way, cut them off. All right, God is all you need, and He's all you need to succeed. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. I'll see everybody in the next video. This has been another Druuill special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. We out.